Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today is I've made love every day for 13 years. And here's what I've learned. But before I get started, let me welcome my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. Never take that for granted. I'm going to see if the volcano is out today. And listen, I don't want to hear anything about the roosters and the noise. This is their time, guys. Remember, early in the morning. It's not out. It's normally around in here for my new viewers. But just the thought of making love every day for 13 years. To the Western man, that sounds crazy. But let me give it some context. When I started coming over here, April 2009, exactly 13 years ago, I was sexually frustrated. I was in a divorce from a marriage of 18 years, and sex was no longer a part of the equation. I was anxious, I was depressed, and I remember one of the last times I ever went to church, and it's been a long time ago, because I don't go to church, and I don't have anything against religion or anything, but I got a lot against those people in there. He said, there's three things that a man wants. He was talking to the ladies. He said, ladies, if you want to make your man happy, he said, we're very easy to please. He said, give us a good meal. We like a good home cooked meal. Leave us alone. Give us our peace. And give us some good loving. Give us sex. And you're going to please your man. And that's really true. But in my situation, I wasn't getting but one of those. And that was a good home cooked meal because she could cook. But the peace at my house was hell coming home. Sometimes I'd get in my car at 8 or 9 in the morning. I wouldn't come back to 10 when it's time for bed. Hopefully praying she was asleep. And certainly wasn't getting any love making. If it was, we were going through the motions. My engine was broke. But when I got over here, something happened. The very first Filipina that I ever met, she treated me with such love and such kindness, man. I wasn't even, what's the word I want to use? I wasn't familiar with it. I never encountered it before, and if I did, it was so long ago I'd forgotten about it. And the love making, man, was just unbelievable. And when it was my first 2 weeks here, when I had to leave, man, I got emotional at the airport. I don't think I was in love with her, but I just didn't want to leave the good thing that I had found. So that's just a little context. So from that day until now, I've made love every day for 13 years. Now I'm talking about basically every day. You know, women have their menstrual cycle. Obviously, I can't make love on the plane back and forth from here to America and from America to the Philippines. And let me stop right here and say this is an adult channel. We can talk about this stuff without being nasty, without being cringy. My channel is mainly for people 45 years and older. And I'm just telling you my story. Maybe you can relate to it. But I was liberated sexually when I started coming over here, because Filipinos, they're natural. They look at sex not as something over the top, but something that's is just as natural as breathing. And it was something that I needed. So here's what happened for the 13 years having sex every single day. I'm not as stressed as I used to be. As a matter of fact, I have no stress. I'm relaxed. It feels as if the weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulder. Because remember I tell you about what the preacher said about those 3 things that a man needs. Give him a good meal, leave him alone, give him his peace, and make love to him. Give him some good loving. Well, I get all 3 over here. Every one of those. And I have no stress over here. I'm able to relax. The weight of the world's been lifted off my shoulders. And when that happens, guys, let me tell you something. Your creative juices start flowing. See, those aren't the only juices that be flowing. I'm talking about those love juices. Your creative juices start flowing. That's why when guys say, how can you make a video every day? It's real easy. You know, when you have a woman who truly loves you, and when you meet a Filipina, I'm talking about when she chooses you, guys. The woman's doing the choosing, not you. When she says, yeah, this is the man I'm going to be with, you're not going to find a better woman. I'm not talking about the bad stories. I'm talking about the good stories now. But I'm so relaxed now, you know, I'm happier now. I'm not a sex addict because it comes natural to me. It's not something that I'm sacrificing other things for the sake of having sex. It's not like I'm gambling, or not like I'm using drugs or anything like that. It just becomes natural over here. But I'm creative, man. You know, I'm writing a book. It's taken a long time for me to do that because I'm not in a rush. I'm retired. I don't have any deadlines. I don't know when that book's going to get done. When it'll get done, I'm singing over here. Believe it or not, I never did karaoke in America, but I'm doing it now. Having sex every day, making love every day to a real woman has set me free, man. I'm free now as I've ever been. It's a good feeling knowing that you don't have to worry about that part of life anymore because it's natural, guys. It's just as natural as breathing. But over there, my relationships over there, the women were using sex as a bargaining tool or a battering ram. It just depended on who you was dealing with. It was either your birthday or doomsday. Over here, it's my birthday every day. But I'm free. It's like I'm able to soar now and take flight, man. I know it sounds corny, man, but it's true. I'm in my natural environment. Making love every day for 13 years has set me free. Another thing is it's made me appreciate life. See, I was unhappy, man. It's like, hell, if it all ended, I wouldn't give a damn, you know. Just let me go peacefully. But now, I jump out of bed. I literally jump out of bed with my eyes open, and I realize I'm over here in the Philippines. It's giving me that happiness back. It's giving me that I want to live feeling again. I'm not taking life for granted anymore. I'm not grinding through each day. Every day it just flows so easily, man. And I like that. I like that. And I wasn't getting that before. Life just seemed so hard for me. But now it just seems so easy. let me share something with you. Good morning, Mayan Buntag. I heard those magic words that every man loves to hear for the very first time when I was here. And here's those words. You can do to me anything you want. Or it may have been, you can do anything you want to me. Yeah, that's what it was. And when you hear those words like that, that's liberating. It's like, oh, okay. Nothing else really matters now. I can relax. I'm at home. But also, let me say this without being facetious. Let me say this without being sounding like I'm putting anybody down or anything. Good morning, man. Buntag. But every fantasy came true for me the very first trip I came to the Philippines. Every female fantasy came true for me. It was only with one woman. It wasn't like I was sleeping around with 3 or 4 different women or anything like that. This is my story. I'm going to tell it. Good morning, man. Buntag. There's a nice looking dog you got. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, this is my story, but I'm going to tell it. Because I know there's somebody on that other side over there who's anxious, who's depressed, who's... Hey, good morning. There's the mayor. He's the mayor of Margarita Village. Somebody's over there that's frustrated. Just as frustrated as I was. Just as sexually frustrated as I was. There's where Roger and Esmeralda live. I used to live right down the street here, by the way. I didn't even show y'all a picture. Good morning, man. Buntag. My neighbor before. There's somebody else on that other end just as messed up as I was. I'm just telling you that that's not the reason to come over here, but you're going to see when you come over here and you meet the right woman. Talk about the woman who chooses you, who says, yep, he's the one that I want and I'm going to be with. I'm not talking about the game. Hey, good morning, man. Buntag. I'm not talking about playing games and all that stuff. I'm talking about when it's all said and done, she says, yeah, I'm going to give myself to him. You're going to be set free over here. Your stress level is going to go down to 0. You're going to have a whole new attitude and outlook on life, just like I have. Because sex is natural. It's something that you need. If you don't think it is, look it up. Google it. You're going to find a freedom, man, that you've never had before over here. I jump out of the bed when I get up in the morning. And I can't wait to go to bed at night. I'm not being nasty. Because I know what's coming, man. Some good, passionate love making from a woman who really cares about me. Who cares about my well-being. You know what Marilyn told me? She said, I like making love to you, she said, because I know when we're making love, you're happy. What kind of crazy stuff is that? You don't hear that in the West. You know, see, people have the wrong impression. They think Filipinos are submissive. They're not. They're cooperative, but they're not submissive. They're not going to let you mistreat them. They're not going to be some doormat. They're not going to be some maid or some slave, but they are cooperative. And they want you to be happy. I mean, listen to these words. She says, I like making love to you because I know when we're making love, you're happy. So I'm not addicted, but it's something that Good morning. Mayan Buntag. This is something that's part of my day now. It's natural. It's just like me waking up to a cup of coffee. And I know over there we look at it differently. We're very conservative in the West when it comes to sex. A naked body still intimidates us. But welcome to a new world. Good morning, sir. Mayan Buntag. We're 8,000 miles from home on the other side of the planet. I always remind you of that because I had a friend over last night and he kept talking about things he didn't understand over here. And I was like, do I have to repeat those words again? Nothing makes sense over here. It's not supposed to make sense. And it's never going to make sense because you're in the Philippines. You're not in America, you're not in England, you're not in France. So the thought of having passionate, hot sex with romance on top, if that sounds crazy to you, that's because that's your Western thinking. But I've made love every day for 13 years, man. My life's changed. And it's changed for the better. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I just wanted to share this with you, man. I know the people over there, they always talking about, good morning, their lack of passion, their lack of romance, their lack of sex and love making. Well, and I'm sure that a lot of men looking at this can bear witness to that. Once the Filipino chooses you, because don't get it twisted, guys, she's the chooser. Okay? You're not choosing anything. I don't care where you meet her, online or in person. She's doing the choosing, but once she chooses you and says, yeah, this is the one, I like him, I'm going to give myself to him. I don't believe there's a better woman on the planet. I'm talking about the riffraff. I'm talking about the real live women, which I would say 95% of them are over here. She's going to make love to you because she knows that it's going to make you happy. So if you're in America, it's getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, you're on your lunch break, you see somebody in the street, or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's not even 7 a.m. yet. They're just now getting started. It's my favorite place to eat barbacoa. It's called MB Barbacoa. They've made their whole business off barbacoa, even though they sell other things. There's no excuse not to help somebody, man. We got the whole day to intentionally find somebody to help. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Now, this bus is going to Bacolod. That bus is going to Bacolod. It's 2 hours through those mountains. I want to show you that the gas is staying low here. Good morning. It's went back down. It was up to 82 pesos. Now, premium here. And remember, this is just like, well, it's different from in America because just about everybody got the same gas prices. But here in the Philippines, if you find a good station like this, is 69. I think the one right up the street is 73 pesos per liter. It's staying put. The prices of gas are staying put, and I'm glad for that. I don't know. Hey, Mayan Buntag! I don't know if they're going to do that till after the election or not. But it's good for the people. We're going to have our electronic community pantry giveaway drawing on Wednesday. We're going to give away 5 boxes of groceries this time. 1,200 pesos worth of groceries. 5 of my lucky Filipino subscribers, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.